Greetings, folks. This is DC Investing. I've reached financial independence, and I'm talking about topics that may help others on their path to reaching financial independence. And the topic I wanted to talk about today was the precious metal segment of the markets. That's gold, that's silver, that's platinum, and this is really kind of the best segment that's out there this year. You might not have realized that with all the AI story, but really the precious metals have outperformed that, and we're kind of at a point where the pricing for silver and gold are really near some big round numbers that everyone's kind of been talking about. And it'll be interesting to see if the prices continue to just go up past that or if they correct. So $50 is the mark for silver that everyone has hoped that you could get to. We reached that price in, I think, 2013 or 2011, one of those years. The previous time was back in 1983 or someplace whenever the Hunt brothers did their thing. Um, so you probably will cross over $50. If the price of silver continues to go up from there, I would think that signals that we've got some major issues in our economy. So hard to know for sure. Gold is really close to hitting 4,000. In fact, it may have crossed over that today for just a brief moment. If gold corrects from here, then we had a good run, and it may spin for a while. But if it doesn't, if it just continues to go up, if gold and silver continue to go up, that may mean we've got some real problems in our economy, or something in the financial system is going bad. So I think that's really the main message from this is, if these precious metal things continue to just skyrocket, we've probably got some really bad issues that are underlying in the economy that aren't really apparent to everyone. So maybe that's the best message is watch the precious metals to see if see what happens. At the same time, Bitcoin can also be watched. These are all assets that are out of the normal financial system, and if people are running to these, that means they see problems ahead for the economies. If you are interested in investing in precious metals, I like the Sprott funds. For silver, that's PSLV. For gold, that's PHYS, stands for physical. For platinum, it's SPPP. They also have a new kind of mining related fund that's SLVR, that owns some miners, but it also owns some chunks of PSLV. I like those better than the ones that are run by JP Morgan. And if you're interested in the miners, like I mentioned, there's the Sprott one, but you have SIL, SILJ, which is for silver majors and miners, and you have GDX, GDXJ. So those are kind of the main things that people use to invest in these. You can purchase them at these levels, but the prices have really run up this year. Um, I early in the year, I listened to some of the mining channels, and they were talking about how somebody moved a lot of metal from the LBMA vault in England over to COMEX, which is in New York City. The excuse was that, hey, that's because we have tariffs that are coming, but it was just basically media spin. And the time it took to get metal out of the LBMA went from like a couple days to 6 weeks of time, which sort of meant, hey, they ran out of metal. They don't want to admit it. They got problems. And, if the LBMA runs out of metal, that's kind of the market that folks say has been used to control the metal pricing for decades. If that has run its course, then who knows what might happen. It's hard to say. A lot of the conspiracy theorists say that if they lose the control of the metal market, prices could shoot up overnight. But I don't know. These are big banks, big numbers. Usually they end up being able to control these things, but who knows? If they can't, if you see the price of gold and silver just continue to skyrocket, I really think it means bad stuff's coming. So just be aware. And you can only do so much with gold and silver in the economy. Really, you need a food storage. You need storage of lead, and that's for protection, if you know what that means. Bad things may be coming. You need an emergency fund. Who knows what might be happening. So I don't know. I'm kind of jabbering a little bit here, but it's really interesting to me to see that the prices of precious metal have come up so far this year. I did buy into some of these things early in the year. I bought more of the gold miners, Newmont, which is NEM, Barrick, which is B, AEM, I think that's Antero something. Can't remember exactly, but that's a really good one. Um, I definitely bought some platinum. That one's been one of my best performers. Up big on that this year. Bought some silver. So I have participated in this market, but would I buy more now? No, I'm really just kind of taking some profits a little bit, lightening up. If I have, say, a $20,000 position, maybe I'm selling 1,000 or 2,000 of it or something. I don't know what's going to happen from this point out, but it's really interesting to me. And what happens in the precious metal market could really foreshadow what's coming for the economy. So take a look at it. I'm curious, for those folks out there who love the gold and silver market, what do you guys think is going to happen? Do you have any wisdom or advice for the rest of us out here? And there's just kind of some thoughts for today on precious metals. We'll see you. Bye.